Coming up, I'm going to be talking about the upcoming Cars Disney Plus series, what's arrived on Disney Plus today, plus loads of new Star originals. But before we get into any of that, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's On at DisneyPlus.com. It's Friday and we've got loads of Disney Plus news to jump into, so let's kick things off first with everything that's new today. Loads of new content has arrived on Disney Plus. The big one obviously is Raya and the Last Dragon is now available to all subscribers. You don't have to pay for Premier Access. You know, that came back in March, so that's all now gone. You can just log in, you can see it. I'm going to be watching it again over the weekend. I really enjoyed it, but obviously, that's the whole thing with this one. You know, now everyone can enjoy it. I'm sure there's going to be a massive amount of people watching it. It's going to be very, very popular. Let me know what you think of Raya and the Last Dragon in the comments below. Also today, to go alongside that, we also got the release of Us Again, which was the short that came with Raya and the Last Dragon. The only way you could see that before was at cinemas. Another fantastic short. I really enjoyed this one. Especially look out for the water effects. They just look fantastic. In terms of Disney Plus originals today that everyone got, we got a new episode of Star Wars The Bad Batch. It's a little bit of a link to the previous episode of the Clone Wars, so you're going to keep a lookout for that one. We've also got a new episode of High School Musical, the series, with everything going on right now with Olivia Rodrigo just being massive, having her singing in here, just being in it, definitely just kind of keeps elevating this show. She's definitely going to want to check that one out as well. And then we got Big Shot, which has a fantastic storyline going on with Mouse, and with it all being like Pride Month, kind of having her kind of sharing her feelings for Harper. I think that was just a really lovely little touching moment. We also got 2 new episodes of Marvel Legends, so this is focused on Loki and also on the Tesseract to get us all kind of leveled up and ready to go for the upcoming Loki series, which is dropping this coming Wednesday. So definitely got some great Disney Plus originals. Let's jump now onto some of the Star originals that arrived everywhere. So we have got MODOK. We've got the 3rd episode of that animated series. I'm just loving that one there. So wacky and crazy. Definitely so far away from the usual stuff. We also got a new episode of Big Sky. That one unfortunately is not out in Canada though. That'll be available elsewhere, but I'm really enjoying the show. In the UK and Ireland, we also got a new episode of Filthy Rich. Today in the UK, we've got another Disney Plus original, the first 2 episodes of Genius Aretha. Now this one has previously been available on Disney Plus in Australia and New Zealand, but it's great to see this one finally being released, and if you're in the US, you'll find it on Hulu. The interesting thing about this one though is the 4th season of Genius will actually be coming to Disney Plus because it's going to be based on Martin Luther King Jr. and it'll actually be a Disney Plus original. So it's a bit crazy, but I can see with the content theming with Genius Aretha why they have decided to put up internationally. But yeah, just a really great series. In some other Star originals that have arrived today in the UK, Australia, New Zealand and Ireland, we got a new episode of Rebel, along with everyone getting new episodes of Grownish, though every country seems to be on a different place in the series. Again, just a really great show that I'm really enjoying. In the United States, there was some library content added today, including X-Men Origins Wolverine, Ice Age, Dawn of the Dinosaurs, a new episode of Gordon Ramsay Uncharted Season 3. There's also a number of episodes from the latest season of Muppet Babies, and finally we got the 2nd season of Amphibia, and a bit of a surprise release, we got Red Tails, which was previously removed, but they've kind of come back without any really announcement for that one. So it's actually a movie that I've been waiting to see, so let me know in the comments below what you are looking forward to watching on Disney Plus this weekend. In the UK and Ireland, we've got some additional content today, including a new episode of Secrets of Sulphur Springs, Season 5 of Doc McStuffins, World War II Bomb Hunters, Seasons 1 to 6 of The Americans, The Full Monty, Air Force One and Courage Under Fire. While down in Australia and New Zealand, they got new episodes of Grey's Anatomy, Station 19, Family Guy, also Bob's Burgers and Mixed Dish. They get a fantastic array of extra shows arriving every single week because they're not necessarily on networks that they are, for example, here in the United Kingdom. In some other news, the Diz Insider is reporting that Planes characters are going to be heading their way into the upcoming Disney Plus Cars series, which is due to arrive in 2022. Now, you might not know this because I don't think a lot of people realize this, but the actual Plane movies, Planes and also Planes Fire and Rescue, weren't actually made by Pixar. They were made by Disney Toon Studios, which Disney ended up closing down. And I think this might be a perfect fit because kind of extends the character range inside of Cars, and having Dusty in there kind of could just be a little bit different. So I'm not opposed to this. I actually kind of enjoy Planes. I've seen it quite a few times. Fire and Rescue, maybe not so quite good, but you'll obviously find them all right now on Disney+. This brand new animated series will follow Lightning McQueen and his best friend Maida on a cross-country road trip. These episodes are filled with lots of fun new characters, imaginative destinations, as well as old friends checking in along the way. So in this new series, we'll see Dusty Crophopper, Ned, Zed, Leadbottom, and also El Chumbrera, who will be appearing in this series. The original voice actors from this series, including Dana Cook, Gabriel Iglesias, and also Cedric the Entertainer, will be returning to reprise their roles from the film. I really don't see the downside to this. You know, I thought Dusty was a pretty cool character, and it will just kind of freshen things up, even if it's just for one episode, or they kind of do something when they're maybe flying around and meeting each other at certain different points. But yeah, this is definitely a cool thing for them to do, and you know, considering the amount of merchandise that they make from Cars, this is a great way of kind of continuing it on, because I always thought the series was pretty cool in terms of the movies, and just kind of combining it all together will be a great thing for them to do in the future. But let me know what you think of all of this in the comments below. It's also been revealed by Murphy's Multiverse that 2 upcoming Marvel series are set to go into production early next year. That's going to be Echo, which is a spin-off really from Hawkeye, which we'll be seeing later this year, which will be focused on Echo, and she's a deaf superhero, so this one's going to be a little bit different. And then we're also going to be getting Ironheart. It looks like they kind of speeded up the process on development of these, so hopefully it won't be too long until we see them on Disney+, but it's always great to see new content coming, and especially as well, kind of going after some different characters that we've not seen in the movies before. There was some great news for Star Wars The Bad Batch, which was able to get itself onto the streaming top 10 original shows for the week that it debuted. Now, I think that one might have had more to do with the fact that there was a double episode that week, plus the first episode was a feature-length one, so there was a lot more minutes to kind of push it into the top 10. I'm really enjoying this series. I don't know if it's quite on the same level as Clone Wars, but hopefully if they can keep layering up and keep adding more and more to it, that's a good thing. It'll be interesting to see where it goes in the future, whether or not it's up there or not. But it's definitely one of the most popular things on Disney Plus right now. But let me know if you did watch Star Wars The Bad Batch during that Star Wars day back in May. And finally, we've got loads of news on upcoming Star originals and extra programming that's going to be arriving on Disney Plus in the United Kingdom and Ireland. We've also had it confirmed as well that some of these are going to be coming to Canada. Some of the big ones are going to be available on Hulu in the United States. Some of the big series hitting Disney Plus this coming summer include Only Murders in the Building, which will be arriving this autumn. And as I said, it'll be arriving at the end of August on Hulu, so hopefully that might tie in then, be pretty close to it, so new episodes will be coming for that one. And that stars Steve Martin, Martin Shaw, and also Selena Gomez. And we're also going to be seeing a brand new limited series, Dope Sick, which stars Michael Keaton. Making its way to Disney Plus internationally in 2022 will be Pam and Tommy, which is all about the sex tape of Motley Crue drummer Tommy Lee and actress Pamela Anderson, played by Sebastian Stan and also Lily James. And finally, Immigrant will be premiering on Star on Disney Plus in 2022, and that'll be an 8-episode limited series from 20th Television. Over the next 18 months, FX will be strengthening the FX brand with increasing its output to a slate of 30 shows per year, 25 scripted and 5 unscripted, that'll be available on Star on Disney Plus. These titles will include American Horror Stories, Reservation Dogs, Why the Last Man, and the untitled BJ Novak project, which will be arriving on Star later in 2021. Other new FX shows coming to Disney Plus through Star include Welcome to Wrexham and also The Shoe Show. Some more FX content coming to Disney Plus via Star in 2022 includes the powerful documentary series Dear Mama, which is all about Tupac. And there'll also be a new series called Pistol, which is based on the legendary Sex Pistols guitarist Steve Jones. Walt Disney Television is also going to be bringing lots of new content onto Disney Plus in the UK and Ireland, including Maggie, The Big Leap, Queens, Our Kind of People, and also the new Wonder Years series. There will also be some new National Geographic content coming to Disney Plus in the UK and Ireland, though unfortunately they'll have to go through the National Geographic channel before they can arrive on Disney Plus. So it's not straight away, which is a shame. But they include the latest seasons of Gordon Ramsay Uncharted. You're also getting Running Wild with Bear Grylls, in addition to the latest episodes of Wicked Tuna and Traffic. It really is an incredible array of content that's going to be coming to Disney Plus, especially here in the United Kingdom and Ireland, with all of those FX shows, and you're getting all the Star originals, and you're getting all the ABC shows. So we're going to just be seeing a constant array of new shows arriving right through the next year. There's pretty much going to be something there for everyone. And when you throw in as well, you got all the Disney Plus originals. So we're going to have so much different content arriving. Just there alone, so much different kind of content. There'll also be some other content as well, such as the upcoming Kardashian series that will be arriving on Disney Plus exclusively in the UK. I mean, these are just big titles to really bring in a massive big audience and just to kind of keep Disney Plus as very much a top premium streaming service. I know for me personally, since the addition of Star, it's really expanded what we're watching. Being able to watch so many more different shows and having new content every single week. I'm still going to be honest, I think with the amount of shows we're getting, it would be maybe a good idea if they started splitting them up a little bit. Obviously, they're doing that with Loki this week, but we could maybe see a little bit more of a movement there. But ultimately as well, it just looks great on a Friday when you see that massive list of new stuff coming in. It just freshens everything up and gives you all chance to watch something fresh and original. But nevertheless, let me know what you're watching on Disney Plus this weekend. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Also this weekend we'll have a new episode of the What's on Disney Plus podcast where me and James will be running through all of the things that they've announced for the summer, because there's tons of stuff that's going to be coming to Disney Plus. We'll also be sharing our thoughts on Star Wars: The Bad Batch and some of the other Disney Plus originals. On Sunday they will have a new episode of the What's on Disney Plus Club Review where we'll be giving our thoughts on For the Dark World. I know everyone's going to watch it, but we got Loki coming up, so I thought that was a good time to watch that one. And then really kind of a great one as well on the Sunday night, I'll be doing the live Q&A. So if you are a Patreon or a YouTube channel member, remember to head over into the either the community tab or onto the post on Patreon, and you'll find it there where you can add your questions. And if you want to join in live, just become a member as well, and you can kind of join in with all of it there. But anyway, guys, have a great weekend, and I shall see you guys soon. Laters. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow, and subscribe. Also, a huge thank you to all of our supporters over on Patreon and also on our YouTube channel memberships. And I shall see you guys in another video. Laters.